Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food and another installment of Value Idiot. Nah, I don't think it's called Value Idiot. I just made that up. I don't know what it's called. Sort of live stream leftovers, but not our live stream. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. I think I'm going to call this dish Old Guy's 1K Amuse Douche. So essentially, the story behind this is Tom Raymond, aka Old Guy in Colorado, you guys know him well, had made a promise, vow, however you want to say it, that if he gets to 1,000 subscribers, he is going to eat live on stream raw oyster with Vienna sausage, blue cheese dressing, and chocolate syrup. So he hit 1,000 subscribers, and he did on his live stream actually make and eat that, or attempt to eat that. And my thing is, because I have an obsessive curiosity, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what that tastes like, because that's how I roll. And so I had a discussion with Tom because I didn't want to, step on Tom's toes or imitate Tom or repeat Tom or whatever. But I still was curious about it. So I talked to Tom and I said, "Hey Tom, would you have an issue with me recreating your dish just so I could taste it?" And he said, "No, not at all." And I said, "I'm talking about creating an episode." And he said, "Yeah, no, not at all." Okay, so here we are. So we're going to try it. It's basically raw oysters, and you can see they're still in the shell. Vienna sausage, chocolate syrup, blue cheese dressing. I'm thinking it's not going to be horrible, with one exception, because one of these things is not like the other, and it's this one. It's the chocolate syrup. I think that if you just did the oysters, the Vienna sausage, and the blue cheese dressing, it would probably be okay. I'm guessing it would be okay. But this is going to mess it up. This is going to totally mess it up because of the sweetness, because of the taste of the chocolate, the viscosity, as you will. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Now, I don't have the proper tools to properly shuck an oyster. Shucks. So I'm going to try a butter knife. Should work. So this is step one. Okay, so here we go. I want to do the big. I have two just in case. So I'm going to do the big one first because if all goes well, then I'll have eaten the big one and taken one for the team, as it were. There we go. All right, there we go. Wow, this one's a tough one, but that's good. Because if it just came apart real easy, that means the oyster's been dead for a long time and probably not good. So that's actually a good thing. Well, that went everywhere. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We do have the brine here, so I'm going to pour the brine back in. Save as much of it as I can. There we go. See if we can rest that so we don't lose the rest of it. There's our oyster. Let me loosen that muscle that attaches it to the shell. There we go. All right. It's not a big oyster. It's a relatively small oyster. But, it'll do. All right. So I don't know that the order makes a difference, but here's what we're going to do. We'll do Vienna sausage. And I think what Tom did was Tom cut his into rings. I'm going to chop this up and just kind of put it on the top. So I did not get, they have some different kinds that are spicy and, some that are blends of other stuff. I just went with the just plain Libby's brand, because that's what Tom used. Libby's brand Vienna sausage and no special thing. Now, the thing about Vienna sausages, again, I don't know that the meat with the seafood is going to be that bad. It's the texture. It's a texture thing. So let me chop this up. It's like a hot dog that was interrupted in the prime of its life and didn't get a chance to become a hot dog. All right, just put that in there. That's one that just fills that shell right up. I think that's good enough. I was gonna do 2, but that's plenty right there. All right. Now I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the blue cheese dressing, and then we will do a drizzle of chocolate syrup. So this is Ken's Steakhouse chunky blue cheese. If I'm not mistaken, Ken's Steakhouse, I don't even know if they have a restaurant anymore. I think they used to have a restaurant in Cambridge, Massachusetts. They might have had it at other places in Massachusetts. Ken's Steakhouse dressing is made in Massachusetts, but I'm not sure if the restaurant's open. But they used to have a steakhouse restaurant, and so they still manufacture the salad dressing. Oh, it has kind of a pungent smell. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hang on one second. I have some crumbled blue cheese. I think I'm gonna add that to it. It's not really cheating because we are using the same ingredients. It's just that we're augmenting the blue cheese dressing with actual blue cheese. I think that ought to be enough. What do you think? Does it look good? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, and I'm going to kind of sprinkle a little bit of the blue cheese on there. Actually, looks pretty. But here comes the disgusting part. Alrighty. Check that bad boy out. Okay, now typically the way I would eat oysters, because I love raw oysters, typically the way, unless they're bad. I mean, you can have bad raw oysters, and it's a very unpleasant experience. There's no mediocre with oysters. It's either bad or good. So usually what I do is just kind of tilt it, and I don't know if this is all going to come out. I'm tempted to use the spoon. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it, with the whole thing in one bite. And if I can't get it that way, then I'll resort to the spoon. So here we go. The old guy, 1K, Amuse Douche. And may God have mercy on my soul. Yeah, it's not working. All right. So let's do it the easy way. What does it say when you can't taste the oyster? And that's what's happening right now. I can't taste the oyster. I'm getting mostly blue cheese and chocolate. Now it is a dark chocolate, and that might make a difference, that I'm not using just regular Hershey's, that I'm using, it's a dark, special dark chocolate. That might make a difference. It's not horrible. I mean, it's not horrible. I like that I put the extra blue cheese in there, because that has that kind of bite, a little cheesy texture. The syrup is the outlier. It is the thing that tastes like it doesn't belong there. But again, because it's dark syrup, I don't think it's too bad. Now, this is not something I would want to order in a restaurant. This is not something I would ever want to eat again. But I was curious as to whether these things mix together well. And again, I was horrified about the thought of the chocolate, and was really thinking the chocolate wasn't going to work. It's not horrible. So, like I said, we got it done. And probably never do it again. Admire Tom for doing it. You should have seen this. Well, you know what, you can. I'm going to put, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link to Tom's live stream. It's about an hour long, but it's enjoyable. And you can watch him try to eat that. But he had this huge oyster. Maybe it was about that big. I take pity on him for having to eat something that large. But these flavors, they're not horrible. I guess if I was going to give them a rating, I would say thumbs down, trending upwards. So, one of these in that area right there. It's not going to get any better than that. This is stuff you should never mix together. Never, ever. I may regret this later. But like I said, it wasn't absolutely horrible. So thank you, Tom, for being understanding and letting me try this. I admire you for doing it. Again, Tom Raymond of Old Guy in Colorado now has over 1,000 subscribers. So let's get him to 2,000 subscribers and see what he comes up for the next 2,000. So anyways, it's easy enough to put together. If you guys want to try this at home, if you do, leave a comment on Tom's video and let him know what you think. I'll do likewise. But remember that it's crazy out there. Yeah, it's crazy in here. But please be careful. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.